Alright, so update number 4 on the 69 Mustang Fastback. It's looking a little scary right now. It's got all the panels on the outside completely removed. I had to even remove the roof. Upon further investigation, there was just some rust underneath. The drip rail channels need changed. And to change the drip rail channels, if you ever need to change them, they are actually welded underneath the roof. So to fully remove the drip rail channel, you'd have to remove the roof skin. And I needed to do that because it was rusted completely, so I got to attach the front of it yet. I was waiting until I mount the roof on to get that right where it needs to go. But as you can see, new wheel houses, they're screwed in place, the inner and outer, both sides. It's just easier than patching them. I was going to patch them, but I had new inners here, so I figured why not. But if you were wondering what behind the quarters looked like on one of these fastbacks, there you go. Even the rear window panel, remove that too, just so I could clean up everything underneath of it. And I just wanted this car to be really nice in the end, so I decided to do pretty much all the panels. It was pretty rough. And for the panels behind the quarters, what I do is I have a wire wheel tool that I hit all that metal with, and it takes it down to bare. It gets that surface rust out, and then I coat it once with red oxide primer, and then I go back over it with a black primer that you see that's on top of it. So everything's nice and coated now behind the panels, so now I can stick the quarters on. Everything's coated. It should last for a long time. I even took a wire brush inside the two panels there, cleaned it, painted it. It's good to go. Now starts the process of hanging panels. Just taking the time to line everything up now that I had so much apart. Along with having everything apart, I was able to get this side of the quarter to go back down a little bit. It was a ½ inch, maybe a little bit more, too high. So now I'm able to work it. Once I get the quarters hanging on there, I can get it to be exactly where it needs to go. But new roof, new quarters, all full panels, everything is going to go smooth from here. I did a good bit of work here the last 2 days. All my welds are ground down up to this point. Everything's clean to bare metal. Rockers. This rocker is actually extremely nice the whole way back. I didn't have to patch anything. The other side needs about 1 foot in the back. Pillars are replaced now. All the welds are ground down. B-pillars in place. Upper cowls on. Like I said, all the welds are all taken care of. That takes hours of grinding down, so I wanted to go ahead and get it done up till now. So next I'm going to be hanging the front end on. I got one-piece shock tower assemblies, which are back there. They're all prepped and ready to go on. I just got to hang them in place, do all my measuring, radiator support, and then weld that on. And once that's welded, I'll be hanging the doors, lining it up. What I do when I line up the door, I line it up to that rocker edge, because that's going to be a straight line off of that. And then just get it close back here to this new B-pillar. Then once I hang the quarters in place, I'll be able to set that gap better, adjust the door a little bit more until I get it where it needs to go. But I took all the time today and prepped everything. So I got the full quarters there, all the holes are in them. Everything's prepped, ready to go on. Taillight panel, rear window panel. So that's part 4 update. I'm going to be moving pretty good on it. Not over the weekend here. I'm going to take 2 days off. Back on it on Monday. Hopefully by the end of next week it'll look like a car again. I should have the front end welded in, and by the end of the next week I should have the doors hung and the whole back end screwed in place and lined up and either ready to weld or welded on. We'll see how well next week goes. But give the video a thumbs up if you like the build. Stay tuned. I'll have another video up on probably Tuesday or Wednesday, an update on this. So click the subscribe button and follow along. See you next time.